Hey, my name is Katherine. I'm an AmeriCorps member serving with the Environmental Education Leadership Corps here in Kentucky. And I thought, since it's so nice out today, that we would continue with our Storytime series and read a part of the book Outside Your Window, a first book of nature. This book's super cool. It explores the 4 different seasons through poems. And today, since it is still springtime, we are going to be reading all the poems in spring. So please join us. Outside Your Window, a first book of nature. Written by Nicola Davies, illustrated by Mark Herald. Spring. Spring is the busiest season. Plants and animals are waking up after their winter rest, and there's so much to do. Flowers to grow, eggs to lay, babies to feed. Everywhere you look, there's something happening. Baby eggs, rabbits, birds, plants blooming. Water. The icicles melt and water whispers, drip, drip, drip. The stream flows and water chatters, gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. The rain falls on the grass and winter sings, grow, grow, grow. Bulbs. Look, look, there's a green shoot in the snow. A bulb is sprouting. The cold still bites and the winter still blows, but something tells the bulb that it's time to grow. Inside its brown coat and layers like an onion, a tiny pulse beats, counting out the days like a calendar, so the bulb knows winter's almost gone, and soon it will be time for leaves and flowers. A cat, a house, icicles. Listen to the pond. Listen. Can you hear it? The frogs are croaking in the pond and laying eggs like spotted jelly. Next week, the spots will be wiggly tadpoles. Next month, they'll grow a pair of legs. By summer, there'll be tiny frogs that leap off into the world. And one night in another spring, when they're big frogs, they'll be back. They're the tadpoles that grow legs that turn into frogs. Catkin Song. All along the winding river, in the hedges by the lane, on the wasteland by the factory, spring is coming once again. Dancing golden yellow catkins, pussy willows silvery shine, side by side on twigs and branches, showing winter's had its time. There they are. Dandelions. Dandelions bloom like little suns, but the flowers don't last long. They fold up like furled umbrellas, pointing at the sky. Then each rolled umbrella opens into a puff of down. 100 fluffy parachutes, each carrying a small brown seed. Just one blow and you can set them flying. There's the dandelion. And that's the puff that you can blow and send them flying. Migration. In the treetops, in the bushes, there are new songs and colors. The little birds are back. They've flown so far, over forests, mountains, deserts, seas. Such a long, long way to get back to us. Yet here they are, bright and alive, fluttering, singing, ready for spring. Gull flight. Flap,
flap, flap, flap, flap, flap. The gull runs into the wind, wings working hard for takeoff. Flap, flap. It scoops the air with big, long strokes and climbs into the sky. Soar! It holds its wings straight and still to ride the warm air. Up, up, up. Glide. Now it bends them to make a W and slides down the wind towards the sea. There they are, soaring and gliding. Lamb's tails. Lamb's tails wiggle when they're happy. A wiggle, wiggle, squiggle that shows just how they feel. You'll see it happen when a lamb is feeding. It butts its mom and starts to suck, then watch its tail go. All over the fields in spring, lamb's tails are wiggling. When you see them, you just want to smile. There they are wiggling. Nesting. The birds are busy nest building, dashing back and forth, first with twigs and grasses to make the nest cup, then with wisps of fluff and tiny feathers to make a soft, cozy lining that will keep their eggs all safe and warm. There their eggs. That's the stuff they're collecting to keep them cozy and warm. Cherry blossoms. Last week the twigs were just twigs, bare and black and boring, but now, blossoms. At first there were only little patches of pink petals, but now, blossoms, blossoms. In parks, on streets, in gardens, pools of pink spread, and now we're lost in blossoms, blossoms, blossoms. There are all the blossoms. Rainbows. When the sun shines through the rain, watch out for rainbows. Sunlight's made of colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, all mixed together. But when sunlight shines through rain, the raindrops can unmix the colors. Then, watch out for rainbows. Rainbows. Planting seeds. Seeds are so small, so hard and dry, like fingernails or grains of sand. How can they grow into something you can eat? With your help, they can. Plant them in some soil, crumbly and moist as cake mix, not too deep and not too shallow. Then water them, then wait. Under the earth, the seeds soak up water, swell, and come to life. When you see the shoots of green, you know your seeds aren't seeds anymore, but baby carrots, squash, corn, and cabbage. Your tiny seeds have grown into things that soon you want to eat. They're all the things we want to eat. Making compost. Peelings from the kitchen, cuttings from the garden. Inside the compost bin, they wilt and wither and then rot. Slowly, over months and months, they change and turn brown and crumbly. Compost. Spread it on the garden to help plants grow. There's all our compost turning into dirt so our plants can grow.
Hey you all, we just read part of the book Outside Your Window. Today we read the spring section, but please stay tuned to hear the poems for all the other seasons of the year. Thanks for joining.